Good morning. We had a power problem outside, so we lost a bunch of streams. We had the water's frozen outside. It's like I don't know what happened. All right. Oh man, a little fatigued. Had a big mission yesterday. Accomplished it. Oh, what an ordeal. Oh, go to an Apple store at Christmas, folks. What a nut show. Unbelievable. Oh, anyways, we got Apple screwed us over yesterday. Well, not screwed. We got what we wanted, but booking an appointment, as they tell you, doesn't get you any better deal as far as time is concerned. They lie. I would have been better off. Actually, I should have went down at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Unbelievable, actually. Unbelievable. Anyways. So I did it. I'm officially being appled, I guess you could say. Officially, it's happened. I've done an Apple store. Unbelievable. I still can't believe what I went through yesterday. I dragged Keith along with me too. He went through it too. We both went through it together. But we got the old $34. What was it? It's $39.99 with tax to replace the battery with the tax. So we'll see how the phones work now in the cold. They hold their charge a little better than they were. They did the diagnostics on them, and they said, "Oh, your batteries aren't that bad." I said, "Yeah, they are. Trust me." Anyways, it was like, "Oh, we don't really need to change them." Yes, you do. But I had an appointment, the first appointment, and it was like she filled out all the stuff, and then she goes, "Oh, it'll be ready in an hour and a half." Well, first off, she started off by telling me that it was a 7-hour wait. 7 hours. And I'm like, "What?" I was told on the phone it was an hour and a half. She goes, "No, it was a 7-hour wait." So then she does my first appointment, because I booked 4 appointments, because I had 4 phones to check in, and she goes, "Oh, this one's only an hour and a half. It'll be ready." So I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, so the next one will be an hour and 45 minutes, the next one will be 2 hours, because the appointments are 15 minutes apart. And will be, this 7-hour thing won't work." Well, only the first phone got the hour and a half battery replacement. And then the next phone she puts into the system, she goes, "Oh, this one's not going to be ready until 7 o'clock. Or 6:45, and the next one was 7. It was like, oh, what? Oh, man. So we waited. Well, we went. Had Chinese food. Did a little bit of running around the city, looking for good Chinese food. We found a really good place. You know it's authentic, folks, when the waitress is writing your order out in Chinese. Like, I'm telling you, can they ever write those little symbols so quick? It's like she's just, it's like, you can't even write the English language that fast. It was very good, though. So I did it, but I'm so tired. Oh, big day in the city for the duck man. My dog here? Yeah. He was barking earlier. He was. This fox thing, folks, is driving him up the wall. Up the wall. I can't believe all the streams went down, especially the barn number 2 stream, because that's not even on the same switch. Unless we had a power thing last night. No, nothing's flashing. No, because we had a power surge and the stream number 1 wouldn't be working. Is stream number 1 working? Let me just check here. It says it's working. Yeah, oh yeah. It's working because the water's full. I was down there changing the water. It's cold here this morning, folks. What is the weather going to be today? The weather last night, I got the drive home was so windy, like unbelievable. Well, the wind chill last night coming home was -20. Okay, so right now, the wind chill is -17. And it's going to warm up today. Well, actually not. It's saying wind chill all morning. What's this one here? Oh, it's the same thing. 17 auto, and so it's the whole valley is getting 17 below wind chill. All right. Well, the ducks will be inside for. It looks like. Well, they might get out later on here. I'm looking. It might be around 11 o'clock. They'll get out. And I forgot to look at what the next day is. I'm so tired, folks. That when you're not used to doing the big city, it's like, whoa, does it ever drain you? Oh yeah, we're back to normal temperatures tomorrow. Well, normal, 0. It'll be 0 tomorrow and then -3, so the lights can go back on. All right, so we just got one more. We got 24 hours of cold to go here. All right, I can handle that, 24 hours. It's not the crowds that suck the energy out of me. It's the driving. Like it's just it's absolutely crazy. Oh, and then that was another thing too. We couldn't believe this because there was a big lineup when we first got to the Apple store. Big lineup, and I thought, well, I have an appointment 12:45. I was told that I wouldn't have to be in a lineup. These people look like they just walked in and they're in a lineup, and they go, oh no, you'll get through. You trust me. So, anyways, I'm in the lineup. And another guy comes out to start helping to deal with the lineup, and he goes, "Can I take somebody?" And they're like vultures. Like you know how when you're at a grocery store and another, what you call it, opens up, a cashier opens up, and people just casually walk over, with their groceries, to the new cashier. Like it's like not a big deal, and it's like, the lineup's big. Oh, another cash opens, so more people go over to the new other cash. Like it's a very orderly type of thing, There's no sense of panic. Well, in an Apple store, I thought yesterday that I was going to get elbowed. Keith, he couldn't believe it because when they brought 2 more people out to deal with the lineup, and like it was like they were. Like I thought I was going to get elbowed. That's how fast they moved. It was just like vultures. Oh, another person can help us. And it was like, and they didn't care where you were in the lineup. There was no respect as I'm in the lineup here. So like, oh, I'll take this person now, the new person, because I'm the next one. Nope, the guy behind me, whoosh, the girl behind me. Whoosh, it's like, it's unbelievable. I got a full dose of the city yesterday. Full dose. But I did it. Mission accomplished. Oh. I'm still a little bit of shock from it all. Oh. Inga, new phone in your new battery in your phone yesterday. Oh, maybe we can have a little bit of better luck streaming on the Magoon Queen without the battery going dead in under 7 minutes. Because now the battery health says that they're 100%. Not 96%. There's a big difference between 100% and 96%. That 4% is a make it break it on holding the charge. Okay, so what's happening in chat here? I'm reading the chat. Heaven's Angel. I haven't seen you before. Good morning. Across the pond. So you're like in Hawaii? No, I know. You're in England. The UK, I should say. Or whatever you want to call yourself. How are the Yellow Vest riots going on over there? I got a yellow vest. See, folks? See right there? There's my yellow vest. I'm ready. I wish I was in, not Hawaii right now. Too expensive for me. I'm on a low budget kind of guy. But I wish it was somewhere warmer right now. It is not nice out. But it's only going to be 24 hours of this, and then we're back to the 0-degree weather again. I wouldn't mind if winter stayed 0-degree weather all the time. I get some yellow vests for the ducks to protest. Put yellow vests on all the ducks, and then we could have like a protest against taxation. I was going to wear my yellow vest the other day, cleaning the barn, just to see if anybody figured out what I was protesting. Oh, protesting cleaning the barn. I could get a news crew to film it, but nobody watches the news, Vista. That's the problem. It's like nobody watches the TV. We could get CNN here, and it wouldn't make any difference. That's the problem. We need to go viral with the ducks and the yellow. We need somebody to make up a whole bunch of them. We need 100 of them. But do the geese. Everybody gets done. You know how long it would take to put vests on all the ducks and the geese? It would take 2 people at least an hour and a half, at least that long to do. Because first of all, the ducks aren't going to cooperate. They're gonna freak and peek the whole time. No. It might even take 2 hours. It would be a lot of work. We'd have to corral them all up, and then they would try to get them off. Oh. And then we could let them go down the driveway, and they could be storming the government offices. The ducks are coming. The duck army's coming. The duck yellow vest army's coming. No. But then they would just tear gas the poor ducks. And the rubber bullets could kill a duck. We wouldn't want that. They start shooting, rubber bullets at the ducks. I saw a good picture yesterday morning before I was on the news there. And they were showing a picture of Paris. And it looked like smog. And then the caption was, it's tear gas. The whole city was tear gas. Like, oh, folks, taxation's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Ducks are lucky they don't pay tax, but then again, the ducks, they die and get roasted. So it's like wear a yellow vest or go in the oven. That's your choice. Poor ducks. I think they'd opt for the vest. I think they would. I'd opt for a vest if I had a choice. Vest or the oven. Folks, I gotta tell you something. I found a goose a couple weeks ago in my freezer. Didn't know it was there. Found 3 of them actually. So anyways, I cooked it up. It was just the toughest bird. It must be an old goose. Man, it should have been burger. Like probably should have had the word old wrote on it so I could turn it into burger. It was just terrible. So anyways, on Friday night, I decided I'm gonna cook up the other goose, and I was like, oh, what if it's tough? What if it's another tough one? What if it's an old one? Because I don't remember putting these 3 geese in the no. Mo was a duck. I'm talking about geese. These geese in the freezer downstairs. So I brought up the goose. It was like 7.2 pounds. So I cooked him up, and my God, he was so tasty. It was like so the meat was so juicy and tender, and it was like the skin was so good on it. It was like I could not believe, I was in shock how good the goose was. It was, because I've had a streak of bad luck on these geese. I've been hitting these old ones. Old goose is really tough because they got such strong wings. It's like the breast meat is so tough on them. It's like everything's tough. You don't want to eat an old goose. Trust me. Stew it, turn it into burger, but don't roast it. Trust me on that. There's got to be a young goose. It's because they get so strong. It's and strong ain't tender. Trust me. So he was really tender and tasty. Tonight I'm having leftover goose because I have two leftover meals from him. But oh man, it was so good. I just wanted to share that with you because like I said, I had a streak of bad luck. I had a bad goose, and oh man, tough. Well, put it this way: I woke up the next morning and my jaw was sore from chewing the goose the night before. That's how tough the old goose was. Because to eat the leftovers out, I had to chop it up into tiny pieces, and then I put it in a rice dish. But I had to chop it up in really small pieces so that it was easier chewing it. Oh, but the one on Sunday night was really good. Leftovers are going to be really good, actually. Not as good as my Chinese food yesterday, though. Whoa, man, I'm telling you, I had some tasty stuff yesterday. Poor Keith, he had to pay for lunch. He got a bit of a shock. He had a real good shock, actually. Poor guy. Goes, oh, I'll buy lunch. Oh mistake. You couldn't eat ducks or geese? But heavens, I bet you eat chicken. Chicken, they're not cute. And you won't eat squirrel either because they're adorable. I think ducks are really cute. I really do. I do. I also think they're really tasty. You know, I have no problem with a real tasty, cute animal. You know, it's had a good life. It's like happy. And then I'm happy because it's roasting in the pan. So. Hello? I wonder where my dog is. He's really doing this long tour and stuff. Nope. Wild ducks are greasy. Domestic ducks are not. Wild ducks are really greasy, actually. Really. I remember as a kid eating wild duck. Lots of oil in the situation. You know, a nice young duck. Oh man, you folks, you have no idea how good. You have no idea how good a duck is. Like when it's a good one, not a tough old one, no. Oh, my little puppy. He's gonna come back with a wicked limp. I don't like when he takes off like this for this long. Because he's really touring the bush, folks. Like he's covering like a serious amount of territory. I'm just gonna look, see where he is. Because Doug, in less than 5 minutes, can go from 1 minute he's right beside you, and the next minute he's on the lake. So when he takes off on these really long tours, Doug! Doug! He's in the bush barking. Doug! Doug! He's in the deep bowels of the bush barking right now. Man, dog is ruthless. It's almost like when I call him, and when I call him, he barks back to let me know. Yeah, I heard you. Ain't coming yet. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it's like. Because yesterday, when I was leaving to go to the city, he took off into the bush, and I I called his name, and he barked back. So I was like, okay, he answers back, but he won't come. You know. He'll probably have a good limp. He's really doing a real good job of being active this winter, I'll tell you. This fox sighting has really got him, has motivated him big time. But yesterday he slept the whole day, the whole day. When I came home last night, he didn't even get off the couch. He slithered off the couch when I walked into the room. So, a good age for ducks? Well, it depends on how you raise them, but no later than 5 months. No later than 5. After 5, they start getting a little bit tough after 5. If they're free ranging, like doing lots of free ranging, 5 maximum. That's the secret. The meat's firm, not mushy, but it's got a good taste. So, but you can do it at 90 days, 110 days, around there, you know. But then it depends what you're feeding it to, but like at the 90 to 110 days, that mark, they don't really develop a lot of really. The taste of them is different, you know. It's like they're really tender, they're really soft, but it seems that the last bit, because a duck when it gets older forages more. When they're young, they don't, but when they're a little bit older, they really start, because their bills are soft, that's the problem. And when their bills are soft, they can't do much. So once their bills start hardening up, which is basically around the 3-month mark, they can really start eating everything, and they will dig and root and dirt and worms and bugs, and they get much more aggressive with their bills, and so their diet changes. And then it causes their meat to change taste, which is what I like. Instead of a duck that's like a pure grain duck, basically, when they're young, because that's all they eat is, grain or pellets. It's like, it's different. It's just different. I find a duck that can free range has that can forage for its own food because its bill has gotten tougher, harder is the key, that it changes the taste. Because the first 90 days, a duck bill is pretty soft. It's really soft. It's not firm like they are when they're older. And as they get older, the bill gets harder, and they get more destructive on your property because they will destroy everything. When they start foraging, especially if it's rain. You don't want to ever let your ducks loose in the yard when it's raining, because they will destroy your yard. They will aerate it for you with 1-inch diameter holes from their bills everywhere. I can't believe I don't hear a nail scratching at the window of the door right now. I know where he is. He's nowhere near a highway. He's back in the bush. You can hear him back there, but the dog has no interest in the highway. Thank God for that. He seems to always go back into the bush. I think it's because that's where the critters are. The critter smells. He's very serious about his job. I'm starting to wake up now. Yep, Doug is a purebred dog. 100% dog. All 63.5, 63 kilos, 140 pounds of them. Oh. Doug finds something interesting every day in the bush. I don't know what it is, but he acts like there is something there. Oh. It's the fox trails. They're everywhere. The fox footprints are absolutely everywhere. Like there's Doug footprints, and then there's these little tiny fox footprints, and their little fox footprints are absolutely everywhere. It would be cool to put a GPS tracker on Doug's collar and then watch him where he's going, because I'm trying to get an idea like how much territory he covers. I'm curious about the territory because, like I said, 1 minute Doug can be right beside you, and then 5 minutes later he's in the middle of the lake. So that's how much territory he can cover in a very short period of time. So when he's gone on tours like this, I'm like, how much acreage is he running? Because I know when he's smelling stuff, adjacent stuff, he's like a machine going through the bush. No. The fox prints beside Doug's footprints, they're just little tiny footprints beside really big ones. You can't really see much in the snow. You just see little tiny holes, big holes. Oh. I could get a GPS implant? No, I just want something attached to Doug's collar. I'm not getting nothing implanted. I know you can buy them. Yeah. Oh, folks, man, I don't believe how tired I am. What a day. Today's gonna be a good day. I'm caulking, and then I'm gonna go down to my basement floor while my caulking is drying. I'm gonna let it dry a whole day before I paint it, so I don't have any problems. It says 2 hours, but when it says wait 2 hours before you put your first coat of paint on it, I don't trust that. I find it best if you give it like at least 8 or a full day. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting how much caulking I burn through today. As I hate doing this stuff, man. Caulking, because it's so dirty. It's messy because you gotta. Like there's a trick, okay? It's a gross trick, but it works. You put your little bead in when you're doing it, and then you put gobber saliva on your finger, and then so your fingers stay slippery on and then you go like that down, and you smooth it off so it looks professional. Well, the problem is that it only works on the first one, so you got to take and clean your finger off again because you're gonna have to put gobber on it again. And it's already been in the caulking once. Oh, it's gross. Oh, it's bad. I don't like doing it. Oh, just, and it's messy and it's everywhere and it's like it's bad. But, and then I'm gonna do concrete because I got 11 bags of concrete downstairs to start. I know I need more, but I got 11 to start. Because my goal is during Christmas to be the Christmas painting adventure. That's the plan. I got reminded yesterday how close Christmas is getting. I didn't think Christmas was that close because Christmas Eve is in 1 week exactly. No, it's not. I argued with him. He goes, yes, it is, Matt. Because he was it's not that busy here in the mall for Christmas. Not Christmas, not yet. No, I found out Christmas Eve was in 7 days. So I guess technically today will be Christmas next week. Okay, my dog. I really don't like when he does these really. Oh, there he is. There's that beast. He's here. Up here. No, what's a stream without Doug? Hey, Doug, come on. See his fur, folks? How dark it is? It's still up a little bit. He was in the bush with his fur up. When he has that dark strip, it means his fur hasn't totally relaxed yet. It's still a little bit wound out. So he was in the bush with his fur up, walking around growling and barking. All right, I can relax now. My dog's home. The little dog is home. And he has no interest in us right now. Inga's getting a cat GPS tracker? Oh, for tracking Amazon orders. What's the cat doing with on the Amazon orders? Oh, speaking of Amazon orders. Okay, so, you know, okay, yesterday we're driving, and it's like, what time was it? It was like, what time was it? What that time was? I think it was 4:30. 4:30. It was crazy rush hour, okay? So we're on a 4-lane street, 2-lane one way, 2-way the other, and we're going towards the highway, and it's crazy, the traffic. It's just like packed, folks, okay, traffic. And there's a person over in the other lane going, like, coming towards us, over the lane, just out of nowhere does a U-turn. Like, out of nowhere. Like I'm like, and we're not even like 20 feet from the intersection. So like, she's almost in the intersection and does a U-turn. I'm like, I'm just sitting there, and then because she couldn't get turned all the way, she ended up blocking the traffic because she was sideways on the road. And the car was absolutely full of Amazon packages. Full of Amazon packages. Like, just packed with Amazon packages. And she was screwing around with her phone. She had her phone on the dash, and she was playing with the phone. I guess it was GPS or somewhere, trying to figure out how to deliver the Amazon packages. I don't know. But I'm like, I'm looking, and I'm like, I said to Keith, you know, and I'm like, this person obviously did not get their license in Canada, okay? Like, this obviously did not, because you don't do that. The law is quite clear. You can't do this. You're not supposed to do this. It's a bad thing to do this. Like, I do U-turns, but I make sure, like, there's no traffic, like there's no cars. I'm the only car on the street, so that way, because if you get caught doing a U-turn or cause an accident with a U-turn, look out. You're in big, big trouble. So doing U-turns are like only when there's absolutely nobody on the road. Nobody, like nobody there, it's wide open. Nobody, I can do it, no one's at risk. And plus with no police. But this woman, like, there was like, and then where the light's red, so now we're just sitting there, and she's blocking the traffic. She's got her car sideways, and I'm looking at her, and she's like oblivious to that she has done nothing wrong. She's just sitting there, blocking the traffic sideways across 3 lanes, playing with her phone, and the car full of Amazon packages. And I'm like, whoa. I'm looking at her, and I'm like, you did not get your license in this country. Like, you did not. There's no way, because if you did, you would know you can't do this. Like, I was just shaking my head. I was like, but I've seen driving like that before. I have, because I've traveled a fair amount of countries, and well, South America, they just do whatever they want on the roads. And I'm thinking to myself, I remember people driving like that, but I wasn't in Canada. It was like, where the roads were like a little bit of anarchy, like, yeah, there's 3 lanes of traffic, but there's 5 lanes of cars. You know what I mean? Those kind of roads where, the center, the lines mean nothing. It's like, anyways, it was like, I couldn't believe it, to block all the traffic. But she had a crap load of Amazon packages. Oh, a crap load. Oh. Oh, there's lots of videos of those traps people set for the Amazon package stealers in the States. Think about that, eh? The amount of people that drive around neighborhoods just looking to steal packages off of porches. But see, here in Canada, the post guy can't leave, which I don't understand that, because, in the States, they can leave a package on the doorstep. In Canada, they can't, eh? They actually have to make sure it goes into a building or a mailbox, and what they do is they leave a card if they can't deliver it. But in the States, I guess they just leave stuff sitting on the porches for the thieves, You looked on the stream, Neil, because mission accomplished? Yes, I accomplished my mission yesterday. I've been appled. I'm an Apple guy now. Well, I'm not an Apple guy, but I experienced what it's like to be an Apple guy. Well, totally experienced it yesterday. it's a little bit like a cult, honestly. So, I know, Inga, I don't understand this leaving packages on the street. You're just asking for someone to steal it. You know? Like, I don't get it. Like, leave a card on the door and then go to the grocery store or the postal outlet or whatever and go pick up your package. Like, but I guess in the States they can just leave stuff, at the doorsteps and for the shoppers that drive down the street looking for packages. Like, they don't do that here. No, well, I should say the courier drivers have done it here. I've had the courier drivers leave boxes. I had one courier driver. Well, most of the time they put them on this side of the gate. They'll throw it on the other side of the gate, so you really can't see it from the highway. And the courier drivers that usually do it are usually the contract drivers, not the actual like FedEx driver or the Pure Later driver. It's usually the contract driver that's driving for them. But I had a courier driver that was really stupid. That he left the packages right where I would normally put my garbage can on the side of the road. I came out, I was leaving a couple days later because I was wondering where the package was and it said delivered and I never got it. And then I was leaving because I don't leave the property that often because I work at home. And I was leaving and there was this box sitting in the snow. I was like, what's that? That's right where I would put my garbage can. So like if it would have been garbaged a week, that thing would have been picked up and thrown away. Anyways, I'm gonna get my breakfast happening, folks. Start my day. I gotta get caulking with the caulking gun. I gotta get focused here. I got concrete to do today, and I gotta let the ducks out. Probably around 11 o'clock. I'm gonna let the ducks out, and we'll see how the phone works in the cold. Now that we got new batteries, I'm so excited. I got new batteries. Oh, I'll leave you on a parting thing that they were telling us how dangerous it is to change the batteries because they were bringing the boxes out with the batteries. And I said, can I see a battery? Like, I'd like to see what a battery looks like. Not allowed to open the box in public. I'm like, what are you kidding me? And like, the box was right there in front of me. So we're not allowed to open that. It's dangerous. I'm like, what? And she goes, yes, well, when we're changing them, it's very dangerous because if the battery gets punctured, we have to clear the room for 30 minutes and then all repairs get stopped. I'm like, what is this, like some kind of radioactive hazard or something? But they're not allowed to show you the battery. Like, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it was another thing too. Another thing. And Keith and I both, kind of cute Keith, and I both agreed on this. They talk too fast in the Apple Store. Or maybe we're too old and I can't do that. But it was like, they were explaining things and I was like just going, yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're saying. You're going so fast. Like the girl walked out. I said to Keith, I have no idea what she said. And Keith looks at me and goes, I don't know either. But we both just signed. It's like, yep, here you go. Fix the phone, man. I didn't know what you said. They said they're like trained robots. The staff is like trained robots. That's what they're like. Exactly. That's it. That sums it up. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had employees that could be like, I've never had employees that could talk that fast and just like a machine. They were machines. It was unbelievable. In red t-shirts with a little bit of Apple on them. No. It was an adventure, but I will never go back because there is no reason for me to enter that place again. I'm done. Oh, looking at prices of phones while we were amusing ourselves, that's another one too. Do you believe it? There is a phone for $2,000. We were going through looking for the most expensive phones. $1,999 was the most expensive phone there. Couldn't believe that one either. That's crazy. And it doesn't have a jack to put a microphone in. No jacks, but it's waterproof. I was thinking, oh, it's a waterproof. Yeah, but you can't plug a microphone into it. Anyways, I'm gonna go cook my breakfast, folks, and I'll think it's like I said. I think around 11, 10. We'll see how the weather goes. But according to the internet, it's going to be a cool day for the ducks to get outside. So, and I got to do a partial cleaning in the barn, do a partial clean, throw some straw down, get ready, because tonight's going to be another cold night. But then we're back to 0 tomorrow, and the ducks get to be outside again, which they would rather be outside. And hopefully, I'm hoping that the power situation is still working, because I don't know if a water heater has shorted and it caused to take everything out, because I reset the ground fault, but all the water outside's frozen. Everything's frozen outside right now. So I don't know if it's a defective heater. I could be doing a mission into town today to buy another heater, which I don't know which heater could be defective yet, but potentially that could be a curveball in my day of having to run to a heater. So, and I gotta go this week and get duck feed, and I gotta get corn for the ducks, because I've got enough to get me through to Christmas. So I gotta make sure I got enough to do over the holidays here. So that actually has to happen this week. But I'm gonna wait till it gets warmer. So that we'll be having a food unloading week. So I need a GPS tracker. I need cell service. What, Doug needs a phone, Vista? I'm not getting GPS tracker. Doug's back. I don't need to worry about it. He's here right now. Anyways, I'm gonna go cook my breakfast. I'll see you later. And thanks for joining me for this unexpected mission accomplished stream on a Tuesday morning on this cold winter December morning. Oh yeah. By the way, did you know that right now it's still fall technically? It's because it's the 18th of December. Like, we're not even started winter yet. Like, think about that, folks. We've already done 7 weeks of winter, and it's not even winter. So who wants to bet that Matt's going to absolutely crack this winter? I'm thinking by the end of January, I am going to be a basket case, because technically that will be like the first week of March, which means I'm really waiting for spring to hit. Like, I've had enough of winter, so I'm thinking that I think I'm going to be very tired this winter, because this is crazy. Like, this is like, we've already done 7 weeks of winter, and it's still fall. Oh, if people would just stop paying carbon tax, it would warm up, you know. All right, I'm going to say goodbye.